So not too long ago, my daughter came to me, and she's 12 and a half, and she came to me in tears, just destroyed. She was crying because she found out that school wasn't going to be in session whenever she expected it to. They were going to be online for 3 weeks. I did not realize how much COVID was affecting her life. Swim team got canceled, VBS got canceled, their Catholic camp that they were going to go to got canceled, and it was a big wake-up call for me.
My name's Chris.
And I'm Kendra.
We have 6 children, and we're here to share with you the lighter side of parenting in the midst of COVID. COVID has had some really heavy moments. In fact, a lot of us have had to measure what we've lost. But we believe that God wants to be dynamically a part of our family, His love a part of our family and yours, and joy is one of those features of His love being present. So we wanted to give you some different tips and tricks that we've utilized and implemented to help that fun and that faith still be at the heart of your family in the midst of COVID. We have 7 tips for you. First, we want to encourage you to enter into their world. My kids are into Minecraft and Lego, so I do a lot of carpet time and a lot of watching them explain their different builds. Enter into their world, into their imagination, story time, storytelling, whatever it is, dive into their world and help them to escape from this one for just a little bit.
Another thing that I've been doing, if you're like us, we have 6 children. I don't know if you have 6 children too, but some of our children get to where they only play with another child, and that's who they center their life around. And so they're missing out on friendships with their other siblings. So I've implemented something called buddy playing time, where I assign them a buddy. And it's just for 30 minutes. It's not too bad, but it's just for 30 minutes where they go and they play with that sibling and interact with them and engage with them. And not only do they learn more about that sibling, but they learn how to sacrifice what they want to do for the good of the other in playtime. And they've gotten to where they absolutely love it. And I see friendships fostering in different ways that I had hoped would happen.
One aspect that's been seriously disrupted is our practice of the faith. With masses being canceled or unable to do in person, it disrupts things. We want to encourage you during this time, and something that has also worked well for us is change up the prayer routine just a little bit. So my hope is that every single family has a regular prayer routine. For us, it's after dinner before bedtime, but we started changing things up a little bit and teaching the kids how to do spontaneous prayer. We've incorporated music every now and then alongside some of the more traditional Catholic prayers that we do.
Now, COVID is a time when we have so much to offer up for. There's so many people that are suffering, so much uncertainty. Our children's lives are just kind of shaken right now. And it's something that we can do as a family is to get into family fasting days. It can be something like we all give up media or we give up sweets or something like that to where we're unified on a unified front to pray for what's going on in the world. And it brings them into that mode as well, that they can be offering up for healing of our world right now.
Connection is something that's been a challenge. And a lot of the connection that we've had has gone digital, especially with relatives that are out of town or even out of state. And so that time, we turn on the Zoom or the FaceTime, and all the kids run around and they all start screaming at the same time. It's hard, and it's hard for the grandparents to understand what exactly is going on. So one thing that we're trying to do is a Zoom superstar. Each child gets about 2 to 3 minutes to be showcased over the Zoom call or the digital experience while they're talking to the relative, the grandparent, or the friend, and let them showcase the things that are special in their life one-on-one so they don't have as much background noise. Grandparents love this because they can filter out the noise and hear the one grandchild at a time.
I also want to encourage you to allow your children to dream and to step outside of their comfort zone. So our 2 oldest daughters are really good friends with the 2 oldest daughters just across the street, and I'm a really good friend with her mom. So they went to her and they said, we want to do VBS for all of the kids on our street. And she's an activator. She's a great person to have in my life. So she said, yes, let's do it. So she got online, she bought the DVD, she bought the music. We set up this big set in our garage with this huge train, and the kids came. And it was such a gift. Not only was it a gift for the little ones, but it was a gift for the older children as well, because they were able to lead and they were able to see how much their sacrifice blesses other people.
It really grew them as leaders. Another aspect that's grown them in leadership is the dinner challenge that we've done. Basically what we did is we told our girls, our older children, hey, next Wednesday, you guys are in charge of preparing dinner. Let us know what you need from the store. You're going to do dessert as well, and have at it. Now, We knew that failure might be an option, and it felt a little bit like Top Chef Junior Edition. But we were willing to say, if it doesn't work, we'll have cereal for dinner that night. The ownership that they took, they blew us away. It was a delicious meal, but it was really neat. It made them feel a real central part of the family, and also grew a skill set in the midst of it all.
And it also helped them appreciate what I do in the kitchen. It was great.
Yes. So at the end of the day, God wants to be a part of your family, of your life, of your journey. And sometimes in the midst of COVID, it's felt like everything's been put on hold or on timeout. His presence in your family and the joy that comes with his presence in your family is not on timeout.
So we're living in unprecedented times right now. And the last thing we want to do is to look back and say, I didn't take advantage of the time with my kids, when we didn't have practice all the time, when we weren't running from here to there, carting kids everywhere. Take advantage of this time. It's really, really sweet, and it's anointed by the Lord. Invite him in and draw your family near.
And lean on the community to help you do so. If you have other suggestions or tips that have worked for you guys in journeying in the midst of this pandemic, post them in the comments below so we can share them with others.